One of the most followed female footballers in the world earns 20 times less than her partner, and she's furious about it. But is that unfair or just reality? What if I told you her national team just got smashed 7-1 by a team of 14-year-old boys? This is the uncomfortable truth about the gender pay gap in sports, and that's why the scoreboard doesn't lie. I'm Xander Lucas. In a former life, I was in the military and a police officer, and now I'm the author of FRONTLINE EARTH, The Last Alliance. I call it as I see it, and when it comes to sport, pay and performance, I'm here to separate the emotion from the fact. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe and give this video a like. Drop your thoughts in the comments and follow me on Instagram on the XL Brief. If you want the truth without sugarcoating, you're in the right place. Alisha Lehman, one of the world's most followed female footballers, has been a vocal advocate for the closing of the gender pay gap in professional sport. She often compares her earnings to her partners. Brazilian midfielder Douglas Luiz, who currently plays for Juventus in Italy, the same club Lehman represents on the women's side. While Lehman commands lucrative sponsorship deals thanks to her social media presence with over 16 million Instagram followers, her on-field salary is dwarfed by her partners, who reportedly earns £3 to £4 million annually. Lehman, in contrast, is estimated to earn under £200,000 a year for playing football. On the surface, it seems unfair, but the truth, the real reason behind the disparity, played out quietly in a warm-up game that wasn't supposed to make the headlines. While the Swiss women's national team was preparing for the UEFA Women's Euro 2025, they took on FC Lutschen's under-15 boys squad. The boys won. Not 1-0, not 3-2. They flogged the women's national side 7-1. Let me say that again. A team of 14-year-old boys schooled Switzerland's top female footballers, professionals on the world stage. The Swiss Football Association reportedly tried to suppress the scoreline, but we live in a world of screenshots and social media, and one of the boys leaked the results before being pressured to take it down. But this isn't new. In 2016, the Australian Matildas, our national women's team, played a training match against Newcastle Jets under-15 boys. They lost 7-0. At the time, the Matildas were ranked 5th in the world. The USA's women's national team, the most successful team in history, once lost 5-2 to FC Dallas under-15 boys in a scrimmage. These aren't anomalies. They're reality checks. So let's follow the money. In 2022, the FIFA Men's World Cup revenue was $5.7 billion. In 2023, the FIFA Women's World Cup revenue was $570 million. That's a massive difference. The Premier League revenue in 2023 was approximately £6 billion. In the same year, 2023, the Women's Super League generated £32 million. Again, a massive difference. The Men's World Cup final in 2022, France versus Argentina, generated 1.5 billion viewers. The Women's World Cup in 2023, Spain versus England, approximately 75 million viewers. It's a simple equation. Revenue follows the audience. Audience drives sponsorship. Sponsorship pays players. And yet, the debate rages, driven not by economics, but by emotion. Let's look at another case. The AFLW and the AFL here in Australia. Just this week, the AFL told the 18 clubs that the women's competition is currently losing $50 million a year. That's right, $50 million. As a result, the AFL has declared that the number one priority going into the 2025 season, the AFLW's 10th year, is to improve on-field performance. The league knows unless the quality of play rises, the competition will struggle to attract crowds, viewers and sponsors. And the numbers are grim. Between 2020 and 2022, the average TV viewership for an AFLW game plummeted from 180,000 to just 53,000. That's a 70% decline. Now, this isn't a hatred of women's sport. It's a market signal. Let's jump to basketball. Since its founding in 1997, the WNBA has never turned a profit. In 2023 alone, it reportedly lost around $10 million. It survives only because the NBA props it up financially. Now let me ask you this, especially to all those women shouting about the pay gap. How many of you actually hold a membership to a women's AFL, NRL or A-League club? How many own a female athlete's jersey? Can you name me 5 current professional female athletes that play for any of those leagues? If not, you've just answered your own question. This isn't about misogyny. It's about the market reality. If women backed women's sports with the same enthusiasm they gave to reality shows, celebrity gossip, or skincare trends, the money would flow in, and they would earn more than the men. The fans would follow, the sponsors would follow. But here's the cold, hard truth. It's not the men's job to fix this. I watch sport for one reason: to see the best, to witness the peak of human performance. And that's what elite sport is. And like it or not, biology matters. Men are faster, stronger, they jump higher, hit harder. That's not sexism, that's science. If the sisterhood wants the women's game to rise, then rise for it. Show up, buy a jersey, tune in, talk it up. Until then, forgive me if I choose to watch the athletes who don't lose 7-1 to 14-year-olds, because that, regardless of what social media says, is the real scoreboard. If this resonated or made you think, hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment. Am I right? And follow me on the XL Brief on Instagram. Let's have a conversation that actually matters. If you like this breakdown, check out one of my other videos on the screen now, and I'll see you at the next one.